Hello everyone, in this video we'll be dealing with the second half of antifungals that consist of azoles, allylamines, antimetabolites and other topical antifungals. First of all, starting with azoles. Azoles are broadly classified into imidazoles and triazoles. Both of them are structurally related compounds, have similar mechanism of action and antifungal spectrum. Mechanism of action: azoles impair ergosterol synthesis by inhibiting 14-alpha demethylase enzyme. Moving forward to the important drugs under this class, first is miconazole and clotrimazole. They are used topically for dermatophytic and candida infections. They are available as cream, gel, lotion, solution, spray, vaginal passe, etc. Clotrimazole cruce is also available. Uses: dermatophytic infections. Both are used for tinea. Candida infections, they are used for treatment of oral, pharyngeal, vulvovaginal and cutaneous candidiasis. Miconazole is also used in otomycosis. Adverse effects: these cause local irritation, itching or burning, but miconazole is safe for use in pregnancy. Ketoconazole is a prototype drug among azoles. It is effective orally as well as topically for various fungal infections such as candidiasis, dermatophytosis and deep mycosis. It is the most toxic among azoles, hence used commonly by topical route for candida and dermatophytic infections. For most of the systemic mycosis, it has been replaced by triazoles. Pharmacokinetics: it is orally effective. Acidic environment favors the absorption of ketoconazole, hence its bioavailability is reduced by drugs like proton pump inhibitors, H2 receptor blockers or antacids. It is highly bound to plasma proteins, metabolized in liver extensively and excreted mainly in the feces. Adverse effects: ketoconazole is the most toxic among azoles, but it is less toxic than AMB. Anorexia, nausea, vomiting are the common side effects. It reduces adrenal cortical steroids, testosterone and estrogen synthesis. Thus, it causes gynecomastia, oligospermia, loss of libido and impotence in males, and menstrual irregularities and amenorrhea in females. The other side effects are hepatotoxicity, hypersensitivity reaction like skin rashes and rarely itching. Drug interactions: ketoconazole is an enzyme inhibitor and increases the effect of the following drugs by inhibiting their metabolism. Ketoconazole taken with sulfonylureas causes hypoglycemia. Taken with phenytoin causes phenytoin toxicity. Taken with cyclosporin may potentiate nephrotoxicity. Taken with warfarin increases the risk of bleeding. Taken with terfenadine causes fatal ventricular arrhythmias. Uses: dermatophysis. Ketoconazole is used typically for tinea, candidiasis. Ketoconazole is very toxic for systemic use, hence it has been replaced by other triazoles. Other uses include Kala-Azar, dermal leishmaniasis and Cushing syndrome. Fluconazole: it is a triazole available for oral and IV administration as well as for topical use in the eye. It has a broad spectrum of antifungal activity. It is less toxic than ketoconazole. Pharmacokinetics: it is well absorbed from the GI tract and has high bioavailability. Food or gastric pH does not affect its bioavailability. It is poorly bound to plasma protein, widely distributed in the body, freely crosses the blood-brain barrier and reaches high concentration in the CSF. It is mainly excreted in urine in unchanged form. Adverse effects: the common side effects are nausea, vomiting, diarrhea and abdominal discomfort. The other side effects include headache, alopecia, skin rashes and hepatic necrosis. It is contraindicated during pregnancy because of teratogenic effect, and it is also an enzyme inhibitor. Uses: candidiasis, cryptococcal meningitis and coccidioidal meningitis, where IV fluconazole is the drug of choice. However, it is not effective against aspergillosis. Itraconazole: it is a synthetic triazole administered orally as well as by IV route. Gastric acidity favors the absorption of itraconazole. It is highly bound to plasma proteins, does not cross the blood-brain barrier and is metabolized in the liver. It has a broad spectrum of activity against many fungus including aspergillus. Adverse effects: common adverse effects like nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, headache will be there, And itraconazole inhibits CYP3A4 enzyme and can increase serum levels of drug metabolized by this enzyme. Inhibition of steroid hormone synthesis is not seen with itraconazole and fluconazole. Uses intravenous itraconazole is the drug of choice for histoplasmosis, blastomycosis, and sporotrichosis. It is effective for esophageal, oropharyngeal, and vaginal candidiasis, but not superior to fluconazole. Dermatophytosis, it is useful in tinea infections, also used in onychomycosis. It is also effective in aspergillosis. Voriconazole, it is also a triazole. It is used for treatment of invasive aspergillosis and disseminated candida infections. Voriconazole is administered orally or intravenously. Adverse effects include visual and auditory disturbances, prolongation of QT interval, and skin rashes. It inhibits cytochrome enzymes. It is contraindicated in pregnancy. Posaconazole and azole has broad spectrum of activity against many fungi, including aspergillus and agents causing mucormycosis. It is administered orally. Fatty food increases its bioavailability. Adverse effects include headache, sedation, and GI disturbances. Now we move on to the second class of antifungals, that is allylamine, that we'll be discussing in this video. In this, the most important drug is terbinafine. So terbinafine and allylamine inhibits squalene 2,3 epoxide and blocks ergosterol synthesis. It is available for topical as well as for oral administration. It is well absorbed after oral administration and is concentrated in skin, nails, and adipose tissues. It is highly bound to plasma proteins, poorly penetrates the blood-brain barrier, metabolizes in the liver, and is excreted in urine. It is effective against dermatophytes and candida. Terbinafine is a fungicidal agent. Adverse effects: it may cause side effects such as nausea, diarrhea, dyspepsia, and rarely hepatitis. It may cause itching, rashes, local irritation on topical use. Uses dermatophysis. It is very effective against dermatophytes. It is used topically or orally for tinea. In onychomycosis of hands and feet, it is orally used, which is more effective than itraconazole. And we can also use it in candidiasis, but it is less effective in candida infections. Coming to the third class that we will be dealing under this video, that is antimetabolites. And here we will be talking about the drug flucytosine. Flucytosine is a prodrug. It is taken up by susceptible fungal cells and converted into 5-fluorouracil that interferes with fungal DNA synthesis by inhibiting thymidylate synthase enzyme, thus producing fungistatic effect. Flucytosine has narrow spectrum of activity and is effective against Cryptococcus, Chromoblastomyces, and Candida species. Uses: it is used in combination with amphotericin B for cryptococcal meningitis. The advantages of this combination are: the entry of flucytosine into the fungal cells is facilitated because of increased permeability of membrane due to action of AMB, reduced toxicity of AMB because of reduction in drug dosage, produces rapid culture cultivation, that is, culture becomes negative, reduced duration of therapy, and less chance for emergence of resistance. Adverse effects: these include bone marrow suppression with anemia, neutropenia, and thrombocytopenia. The other side effects include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, alopecia, skin rashes, itching, and rarely hepatitis. Lastly, I am discussing other topical agents that are other antifungals which are used topically. The first one is Whitfield's ointment. It contains 6% benzoic acid and 3% salicylic acid. Salicylic acid is keratolytic and benzoic acid has fungistatic effects. It is used in treatment of tinea. Second, undecylenic acid. It is mainly a fungistatic drug. It is available as ointment, cream, powder, soap, and liquid. It is used for treatment of tinea pedis, tinea cruris, and other dermatophytosis. Third, selenium sulfide. It is used for the treatment of tinea versicolor. Fourth, sodium thiosulfate. It has fungistatic effect and it is used in treatment of tinea versicolor again. Fifth, potassium iodide, used for treatment of dermatophytic infection. Sixth, cyclopyrox. It is useful against Tinea versicolor. And seventh, buprenorphine. Its mechanism of action and spectrum of activity is similar to terbinafine. That is all for antifungals. Thank you.